Hello everyone, I am so excited to finally be here. You guys, it's taking me forever. Lauri, I'm so sorry it took me so long, sweetie, and thank you so much for tagging me. I really appreciate it. So, I've got my iced coffee. I'm going to take a little drink real quick. Okay. Here we go. I'm excited about this one. Okay. This is a 20 question for the home decor tag, okay? And this was made by Holly from Living It Country. So thank you, Holly. Thanks, sweetie. Okay, number one. Do you own or rent your home? We own our home. We have lived in this home since 1994. We are the second owners. The first owners lived here for 2 years, so it was relatively new. They had just gotten done with all the hardscaping, which is one of the reasons we bought it, because they did such beautiful stuff. They did the big fire pit, they did the built-in barbecue, the front of it built-in speakers all outside. I mean, it was unbelievable. As a matter of fact, the other day I got to tell you a little story. I was outside saying goodbye to my grandkids, and I saw this guy taking pictures at the front of my house, and I thought, what the heck? And so I said, can I help you? And he said, I was the first owner. And I said, oh, you're kidding. You know, I mean, what, 24 years ago, I didn't recognize him. And he said, we miss this house so much. And I can see why. I mean, they did a lot of work in the 2 years that they lived here, a lot of work. So anyway, that was kind of cool that he came back. Anyway, I always get off into other things, don't I? All right, number two. What state do you live in? I live in Southern California. I am probably about 25 minutes from Disneyland one way and 25 minutes from the beach. And then I'm nestled up into a national forest. So I have the best of all worlds, I guess. Number three, what is the exterior style of your home? The exterior style, to me, I always think it kind of lends itself towards Spanish. It's stucco with the tile roof, and we have a big fountain out in the front, and fountains in the back. But I don't know, maybe Tuscany. Mediterranean, I would think. That's what I think anyway. So that's the exterior style. Number four, is your home a fun fixer-upper or a new home? Well, it was fairly new when we bought it, but after all these years, of course, you're starting to fix things up. So I don't know how to answer that. It was a fun new that now is a fixer-upper. How about that? Okay. Number five. What style do you decorate your home? My home is decorated in many different ways. I have farmhouse in my den and in my kitchen, where it used to be very Tuscany looking, but now it really lends more towards farmhouse. In my living room has always remained basically the same, except, you know, I've added things to it, but it's always been more of a shabby chic, English country, cottage type, and that's always remained the same because I've always loved that, always will. Let's see, decorate your home. This is number six, who is your biggest styling inspiration? That would have been my aunt, my one particular aunt. I remember going to her house, and we would go on Sundays and have spaghetti. And her house was always so inviting and so warm. And I remember always going in there thinking, oh, I love the way she decorates. And her decor was, at the time, what they used to call early American. Well, early American nowadays would be farmhouse. Now, not everything that, you know, they have out now, obviously. But early American was, if you were to see it, you could really go farmhouse with it. And I always loved when we would go there. and she had the tweed furniture. The furniture now that's coming back out, she had that with the high backs and the wing back rockers. Loved her home. So I would say it would have been my aunt. Let's see. Number 7, what is your favorite piece of decor you own? And I am sitting in front of it, my hutch. This hutch I ordered through a book. I used to go to this one boutique, and she has since closed down, which I'm so sad because she was so, oh my gosh, she had such cute stuff. Anyway, she had some hutches, and I thought, oh man, those are cool. They weren't quite what I wanted. I wanted an open concept without any doors. But she did have a book that you could order from. But the ordering, it was made in England, and it took forever to get here. I must have waited 5 months because they only made them to order. They didn't have a whole lot that you could just have shipped over. So it would be my hutch. Let's see. Number 8. Where is your favorite place to buy decor? I would have to say my favorite place would probably be Hobby Lobby. I really like all the different kinds of decor they have, so I would say Hobby Lobby. Number 9, new decor versus thrifty decor. I would say new decor because there's not a lot of thrift stores around here or antique shops, although I do like antique shops. Not in a close proximity to me anyway, so I would say new. Number 10, Goodwill decor versus garage sale. I used to do a lot of garage sale, and I loved it. So I would have to say garage sale. Number 11, decor steals versus antique farmhouse. I would say antique farmhouse for sure. Number 12, home goods decor versus Target decor. Definitely home goods. To me, home goods has so much more options. Target to me doesn't. I mean, I love Target, don't get me wrong. I mean, I do love to go into Target. But as far as decor pieces, I mean, yes, there's been a few, not much that, you know, I mean, other than the Dollar Spot and a couple of Joanna Gaines, Hearth and Home, even that, I have not bought much of that. So definitely, I would say home goods. Okay, Hobby Lobby, decor versus Michaels. Definitely Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby because Michaels, to me, first of all, okay, there's two things. Michaels, their stuff does not go on sale for quite some time when they put new stuff out. Drives me nuts. So I don't go there that much. And to be perfectly honest, some of the stuff that does go on sale is too expensive still. I mean, I do like Michaels, and there are things at Michaels that I do get, definitely. But if I was going, my mind, the first thing I would think of would be Hobby Lobby before I would think of Michaels. Number 14, Ross Decor versus TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx isn't that close to me. Well, I should say there really isn't anything that I shop for or go towards in the area in which I have a TJ Maxx. And Ross is right down the street from me, so I would say Ross. And Ross, I have gotten some good finds, and they have some neat clothes when you can find them. Sometimes it's hit and miss. Sometimes there's nothing that I like as far as clothes. But then again, there are other times that I do find things, and they are very, very inexpensive, along with home decor. Where are we? Number 15, online shopping versus store shopping. This is hard because I like both. I do. When HSN comes on, oh my gosh, when it's the crafting, like I told you before, I'm doomed. I am doomed. I mean, and I get sucked right in, and I always think, I'm not going to watch it this time, I'm not going to watch it. Then I think, well, I just want to see if they have anything new. Well, sure enough, every time, I'm sucked in for 24 hours, barely get any sleep, and there you go. But then again, I like to go store shopping because there's a lot of times that you'll go to the store and you're thinking you're going for one thing, right? And then all of a sudden you get pulled into another direction, and before you know it, you've been there an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, and you're buying other stuff. I like to look at stuff sometimes, Things that I don't even know exist, I see when I go into a store. So in all honesty, I can't answer this other than to say I like both. I like both. Let's see, I'm looking at my computer. Okay. You know what? I just thought of this. Actually, I got this cup at Ross. Look at this cup, how big. Here's my hand. And this is very, very shabby chic. Love it. $3.99. And it is a nice cup. There I go again. I'm always going off into some other direction. Stay on track, Davida. Okay. Number 16. Spring decor versus summer decor. Without a doubt, spring. I love spring because we're just getting off of Christmas and Valentine's, and then spring all of a sudden is like everything's light and airy, bunnies, you know, pretty colors, the, you know, pastels. There's so much you can do with spring. So definitely, without a doubt, spring. And because, I mean, I like, you know, summer decor somewhat, but I don't like summer that much. So, yeah. When we go from spring into summer, I am right going into fall. I mean, I could bypass summer. And now, I wasn't always that way. When I was young, oh, I lived for the beach because I was born and raised in California, Southern California. But, you know, after the, you know, early teenage, I was done. And now the heat, oh Lord, I hate the heat. I hate it. I mean, I know we have to have some, but do we have to have as much as we have here? Oh. If I could ship all my kids back east, I would go right with them and we'd go to Boston. Anyway, okay. Let's fall decor versus winter. This is like online shopping and shopping in a store. Ooh, I can't pick. Okay, let's think. I love fall because you're out of summer, hallelujah, and you're going into the changing. Not that we have a whole lot of changing in this area, but that's where I can usually see somewhat of a change as far as weather goes. You know, the kids are getting back to school. It's getting, you know, a little bit cooler. Don't know if we're going to have a time change coming soon. We used to have, you know, our time changes where it would get dark earlier, and I used to like that. But daylight savings time is what we call it here. Don't know if that's going to be anymore. Anyway. But I just love, you know, the pumpkins are coming out and the cinnamon and, you know, thinking about baking. I don't know. But then we have winter, and I love winter too. So, and then I love Christmas, and then we, you know, we're doing all of our, you know, shopping for Christmas and making our gifts. Oh man, you guys, that's hard. I guess if I had to pick one, if I had to, I would say winter. But I really like fall and winter, almost equally. And I love fall because I love the Halloween as far as the vintage decor. You know, I love the Halloween retro vintage, and that's what I'm going to decorate. What I decorate in my home this year. It's not going to be, you know, my whole home, but, you know, like my hutch and my 3-tier. I'm going to be doing a challenge for that. So stick around for that, by the way. But, yeah, well, that's a hard one. So I'm going to go on to the next question. Number 18, HGTV show favorite. Okay, I don't watch too much HGTV anymore, but when I did, I used to love House Hunters. I used to love to see, and you know, I always liked to guess before they would tell which one that they were getting. And yeah, I used to really enjoy watching House Hunters. Number 19, what YouTuber inspires your style the most? I can't say one, I have to pick two. Because these two people I have watched a long time. And they truly inspired me. And I'll tell you, one of them, oh man, I would love to go to her house. Oh, she is great. And the only complaint I have about this first one that I'm going to give you the name to is, please, Aunt Ruthie, do more. Please do more videos. I love your style. So with that being said, the first one is Sugar Pie Farmhouse with Aunt Ruthie. You guys, if you have not gone to her channel or you've never heard of her, please, I'm going to put the names down and their channels down below. You need to go look at her. You talk about farmhouse, homey, welcoming, sweetheart of a woman. I mean, she is so sweet. Oh my gosh. And the way she just does, the way she words everything, and she almost does a commentary, okay, when she's doing her videos of her home. Christmas time with Aunt Ruthie, oh my gosh, you guys. You've got to go over to her channel. So anyway, definitely Sugar Pie Farmhouse. The second one is Becky's Feathered Nest. I used to watch her. Now she moved since, but when she had her house in Texas, and I don't know, she might still live in Texas, I can't remember. But anyway, the house that she did live in, oh, the way she decorated, her house was very Tuscan. And that's when my house, I really geared towards the Tuscan look, you know, a few years back in my family room and kitchen. Oh my gosh, the things that she did and the ideas she had for entertaining. She was a big entertainer. I mean, she was always setting something up in her kitchen and just gorgeous. I mean, oh, it just really, you know how some channels really just speak to you and you can really identify with the way that they decorate and just their ways? I don't know. So, that being said, Becky's Feathered Nest and Sugar Pie Farmhouse. Check them out. Number 20. And we're almost done, guys. Who are you going to tag? Okay, I got a hold of Holly and asked her if I could go ahead and tag a couple people, or did it just have to be one? And she said, no, you can go ahead. So I am tagging Tracy, Holiday Cookie Diva. Hi Tracy, I can't wait to hear all of your answers to these questions. And London with Life with London. These two are very dear to my heart, as well as Lauri. Truly, I am not kidding. I have cultivated relationships with these three people, and they are three of the sweetest people you'd ever want to meet in your life, truly. And so I hope you will go to all their channels as well. So we are done with the 20 questions, you guys, and I had so much fun doing this. I really did. I really liked answering all of these. This was really cool. So I guess I'm going to just have to say, don't you ever forget the world's a better place because you're in it. And I do mean that. Okay, talk to you soon.